Alright guys, so we did a video on this truck a week and a half ago, and I'd mentioned that it wasn't completely done yet. There were still a few things we wanted to do to it. So I'm just going to go over those things that we finished up to right now before we send it out to the customer. Okay, so first things first, the front and rear bumpers, from the last video after that, we took everything off and we sent them out to get Line-X'd. So it's really nice. I mean, they were already powder coated from Fab 4s. And then to have Line-X go and, basically do the whole, so the bumper is completely encased. It was taken completely off, and it was done on the front and on the back side. So as far as, durability and longevity of this bumper, it's going to be around for a long time. So really cool we did that. It does, I mean, it's got a really nice clean look. And then also, now that it's done like this, if a customer was actually going to get up under the hood or whatever, you could stand on this and walk on it. Don't have to worry about scratching it. So we did that, and I do want to mention, I mean, we took everything completely off it, all the brackets off, so the Line-X is, completely underneath the bezel here, and it just goes all the way around. So they did a really nice job on it. We're really ecstatic. And then we went in and put in these marker lights. So the bumper was made for a truck that had parking sensors. This truck had parking sensors on the rear, but not on the front. So we went in and put in a 1-inch LED amber light in there. It's basically just hooked up to his running lights, so it just gives it a little more on the front, which is really nice. So moving along, we did add the mud flaps to it. So the ones on the front, we ended up taking this metal piece in there actually came out. It was like a polished aluminum before. We took it off and we sent it to the people at Line-X'd it for us, and they sprayed those, so it'd be nice. And then the graphics are another thing that were done. So that was one thing we were talking to the customer about when we were talking about this build. I mentioned to him that we definitely want to do some type of protective film, especially on this area of the truck. This is where most of the chips are gonna come from. The factory does a nice job. They put a little piece of like a clear protective film on it, but putting the whole wrap on the bottom, it's really nice. It's doubled up in the areas where it's going to take the most damage, which is really nice. And our friends over at Vindictive Vinyl did this for us. They worked with the customer for a long time, coming up with this design, and it's really cool. It goes from a blueprint to a framed out house, and then to like a finished one. And then gentlemen, this truck is going to be working for High Quality Contracting. They do a great job, so they wanted to make sure that their truck would, look the part. This is hooked up to like a utility trailer most of the time, so it is nice. It's a toy, but it's still gonna be used for work on a day-to-day basis. So really cool there. And then it is hard to tell in the video how big a vehicle is, but I am 6 foot tall on a bad day, and this truck, I mean, it's ginormous. We have a lot of lifted trucks, but this one in particular is just, the scale is it's pretty cool. It's kind of, you almost don't even feel like these are 37-inch tires. But yeah, we added a toolbox on the back, so you can just throw some stuff in there. It is really nice. And then you can see here, so it's like a toolbox, a tonneau cover combo. So you can still have the toolbox up in front. And that's the nice thing about the 8-foot bed, is you can have your toolbox. He wants the soft fold, so he can fold this up, and if he needs to, throw some 2x4s or whatever, he can slide them down underneath the toolbox, and they'll lock in. And then I'll show you on the back bumper here. This one was also Line-X'd. And just, again, it gives it that really nice look, and also now when they're stepping on it, it's not going to get scratched in any way, shape, or form. And then on the back, what else did we do? Oh, we added a few of these LEDs back here, just to help him when he's backing up to a trailer, or maybe if he has a trailer hooked up, an open trailer, and you needed to shine down it, be able to use this as like a utility light. And then it does have the nozzle here, so we did add airbags to this one in the rear, and it does have a compressor, which you can control the stuff with. But let's say something were to happen, this is a manual override. So you'd be able to go in here, pump up your airbags to where you wanted them if for whatever reason the compressor wasn't working. So it's kind of cool. It'll be hidden right there, and we'll use that as a screw for the license plate. So it'll be pretty much hidden away most of the time. But yeah, we took the badges off the corners of the tailgate. It is tough removing this one because it does have a little bit of an imprint in the tailgate from the emblem. So we left this one like this, but it is nice to still have the Ram emblem on the back. And then it's kind of hard to see, but up underneath here it has a train horn system. which we'll try to get a little audio of that. But it's up here. We deleted the spare tire on this one. Obviously, a stock spare tire isn't going to do any good with 37s. So that was a perfect spot to mount the train horns with their compressor and air tank reservoir. So cool thing about this setup is it actually came with an air hose. So let's say he's on the site and needed an air compressor for some reason. He could back the truck right up, plug an air hose onto it, and use it on his site. So train horns are kind of a toy, but I'm sure it's only going to take one time for them to pay for themselves in a tight spot. So just wanted to show you what this truck actually looks like in a finished product, and we're super excited to get it out to the customers. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day.